word design can be a little funny at times. It could have different interpretations depending on the scenario. When you hear the phrase, "That's a great design," would you know exactly what your interlocutor meant by that? It could mean aesthetics, functions, or even both. To give a much deeper meaning to the word design, let's put it this way. Design is about giving meaning to something. It is all about creating an everlasting experience. Design is something more than aesthetics, and most certainly it has many notches above the planning function. That is exactly why the concept of design transcends a single discipline. It can be applied to web, mobile, software, fashion, industrial, interior, and everything else. In the world where anything could be built, it is a matter of understanding whether it really should be built. That is design. Design is something that elevates the lives and lifestyle of people. Design changes what is into what ought to be. Design is the way to build a better and beautiful world. However, what we need to keep in mind is the fact that everything is designed, but few things are designed well. Design is so simple, and that's what makes it so complicated.
Dreamers dare to create something miraculous that no one else thought possible. They are the people who create astonishing beauty beyond anyone's wildest imagination using the most simplest of objects. 100,000 years ago, one such dreamer created beads using Nacarius shells, making it the oldest known jewelry. For many centuries, metal, often combined with gemstones, has been the most commonly used material for jewelry. The word jewelry is derived from the word jewel, which was anglicized from the old French word joule around the 30th century. Jewelry is identified as one of the oldest forms of body adornment. These handmade masterpieces, rare one-of-a-kind creations, touch our hearts and touch our lives in profound ways. And today, we are going to take a look at how some of these finest pieces of jewelry are perfected at the hands of designers and craftsmen.
Design
is basically how we interpret or express an idea. It is not applicable only for jewelry. People express it through different means.
මේක වෙන වෙන දේවල් හරහා මිනිස්සු මේක එළියට දානවා. ඉතින් අපිට හම්බෙන
material depends on how we put together the feeling or the idea with the materials we have in hand. That is how we put out a good design.
එළියට එන්නේ.
When the word candy is said, one would always think of royalty. Kandyan jewelry comes from this famous hill capital, and since the kingdom lasted till 1815, Kandyan families still wear and preserve the original sets of jewelry and designs. Kandyan jewelry was designed specifically and handmade for the royal families. It symbolizes wealth, grandeur, passion, and valor. Kandyan jewelry is highly sought after even today. Therefore, Premadasas and Company was founded in 1956 by the late Mr. J.G. Premadasa to cater to this need in the market. We as designers need to be sensitive about the viewpoints of our customers. We need to study these patterns and get to know how the mindset of children and adults work, how a youngster would think and mingle in the society.
මැචුව කෙනෙක් කොහොමද හිතන්නේ අපි ඒ තැනට යන්න ඕන. එතකොට තරුණ කෙනෙක් කොහොමද හිතන්නේ
Studying these behavioral changes and being knowledgeable about the requirements of the customers would help us in producing quality outputs.
එළියට දැම්මොත් තමයි
That is how we carry out our job.
happy mood එකෙන් ගන්නෙ. එහෙම තමයි අපි ගොඩක් තැන්වලදී වෘත්තිය කරගෙන යන්නේ.
Renowned for precious stones, spices, and its scenic beauty, Sri Lanka was a famous destination for travelers of many nationalities from ancient times. The country was once known as the cradle of treasures for its precious natural gemstones. Sri Lanka's gem industry has been identified as a traditional industry as it runs way back to the era of ancient kings. It has also been widely acclaimed in literary works dating as far back as 250 BC. Throughout the ages, Sri Lankan gems have adorned crowns and thrones and bedecked royalty the world over, including Queen Victoria and Princess Diana. Sri Lanka is also known for its traditional mining methods perfected over centuries. While the most commonly used gemstone mining method in Sri Lanka being pithead mining and tunneling, other methods such as surface placer mining and riverbed dredging are also used. The gemstones extracted from the mines receive its true beauty and value only when they are properly cut and polished. Back in the day, a traditional machine called Hanapurua was used in this process.
දැන් අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන්
When we work with gemstones, we always try to blend it with a theme aligned with nature.
හරි theme එකත් එක්ක පටලවන්න. එතකොට
Sometimes clients come up with their own ideas.
කෙනෙක් දෙන අදහසත් අපි develop කරලා ඒකත්
In such cases, we try to develop the client's idea and amalgamate it with other unique ideas we have prior to designing a piece of jewelry.
හොයලා තමයි ඩිසයින් එක කරන්න. රෝස මලක් ගත්තොත් ඒ රෝස
If we take a rose as an example, it lights up in a particular way. Therefore, we can use a darker shade of a pink sapphire to white sapphire to create the petals of the flower.
විදිහට අර ඒ පෙත්ත හදන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින්
We have come up with many designs like that using gems.
ජෙම්ස් යොදාගෙන
This ancient Hanapurua has come a long way, and modern faceting machines and accessory machines are now being employed, giving an indication as to how vastly gem cutting machinery has improved. Although it may look simple, what makes the jewelry designing process complicated is the precision. The effort put in by the designers to create a unique piece of jewelry is immense.
මම පේපර් එකටම කොටු වෙලා ඉන්නේ.
I usually do not stick to a piece of paper. I study the gemstone and how well we can put together design with the gemstone we have in hand.
අපේ අර තියෙන ඩිසයින් එකේ සැකස්ම ඇඳගන්නේ ඊට පස්සේ ඒක කොහොමද අපි 3D කරන්නේ ඒකට එක්ක අපි
I consider things such as drawing the design and converting it to 3D. We either use a CAD software, latest technology, or an experienced craftsman. I make sure that I am involved in the process until the last moment.
කියන්නේ අපේ අතට ඒ කියන්නේ අන්තිම මොහොත දක්වා මම ඩිසයින් එකත් එක්ක ඉන්නවා.
My designing process ends only once I get the final manufactured piece of jewelry to my hand.
item එක මගේ අතට ආවයින් පස්සේ.
At the end of the day, what matters to the customer is not what sort of a gem or a metal that has been used in the process, but how the end product would look on them once worn. For an instance, let's say that I am designing a piece of jewelry to align with the nature, maybe a tree or a flower. First, I get the design drawn and then visit the place where the gemstones are displayed. Then I get an idea as to what sort of gems and color combinations should be used in designing the jewelry. Then I proceed to coloring the drawn design. And then once the design is completed, I visit one of our talented craftsmen along with the gemstones and the design. When I instruct him as to how it should be designed, engraved and embossed, they continue to work on the final product. However, there are stages in the production process where things cannot be executed by humans.
ඒවා හියුමන්ලට කරගන්න බෑ. අපි එතකොට අලුත් ටෙක්නොලොජිස් වලට යනවා.
Laser engraving, CAD/CAM, laser cutting and micropave are some of the new technologies we use.
laser cutting එතකොට micropave මේ විදිහේ ඒ කියන්නේ human errors අඩු කරලා අපේ quality එක
We try our best to minimize human errors and to enhance the quality of the output in order to delight our clients.
customer තෘප්තිමත් වෙන උපරිම දේ අපි ලබලා දෙන්න මේ service එකේ ඉන්නවා.
The cut and polished gems and pieces of metal become delicate designs at the hands of talented craftsmen. They strive to make it a masterpiece as they know that another person would be enjoying this particular piece of jewelry. No matter how perfectly the designer does his job, the final product depends on the efforts of the craftsman. Throughout the ages, jewelry has been designed and made to symbolize love, matrimony, loyalty. To bring out the sheer beauty of a gem. Once the gemstones are cut and polished, they are ready to adorn metals such as gold, white gold, and many others. The craftsmen cut, shape, engrave, and emboss these metals and perfectly place the precious gemstones, creating a masterpiece and in turn justifying the efforts put in by both the designer and the craftsman. We can go for many variations with the help of metals. As a designer, I bring out my ideas through gemstones and how the metals can be molded.
metal කොහොමද කැරකෙන්නේ, ඒක කොහොමද පිච්චෙන්නේ, ඒක කොහොමද නවන්නේ, ඒ දේවලුත් එක්ක තමයි මගේ අයිඩියා එක එළියට එන්නේ.
We have another collection where we just come up with a shape and place the stones to complement the shape we have in hand. That helps us to come up with some inorganic designs.
මම සෙට් එකක් කරනවා, එතකොටත් inorganic design අපිට එනවා.
By now, we have created some unique pieces of jewelry using white sapphire and blue sapphire. And we have made use of new technology to develop and enhance our ideas.
technology හරහා.
As a designer, The advice I would like to give is to always go for that wow factor.
ඒක උපරිම වෙන විදිහට තමන්ගේ අයිඩියා එකට
A
හරියට
piece of jewelry should have the optimum quality and look magnificent. When one possesses such jewelry, it motivates that person.
මොටිවේෂන් එක අපිට
When you go out wearing such a piece of jewelry, you would know how it would catch the attention of other people.
එකක් තියෙනවා ඒක මෙන්න මේ විදිහට පේනවා අනිත් කට්ටියට අන්න ඒ දේ ගැන හිතලා
You can use it for a longer time and then go for a new one when times change.
ජුවලරි එක දාගෙන අපිට ජීවත් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. යම් කාලයක්. ඊට පස්සේ ඉතින් ආයි වෙන ජුවලරි එකකට යන්න වෙනවා.
If you take a look at Sri Lanka now, we have a modernized society with new age thinking.
සොසයිටි එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලන්ට අදාළ නැහැ
They do not take the prices or the materials into consideration.
ඒව යාලට අදාළ නැහැ. යාලගේ අයිඩියා එක මෙතන
They go ahead and buy jewelry when it is their desired design. It is not an easy thing to do.
ඇතුල් වෙන්න ඒ වුණාට
However, we try our best to keep up with the demands of the new age thinkers. They are fast movers.
ඒ කියන්නේ අද හිතන දේ නෙවෙයි හෙට
Their thinking patterns change quite frequently.
ඉතින් මේ fast moving එක අපි
We have focused on and come up with a collection to cater to the requirements of this segment as well.
තියෙන අදහස් අරගෙන මේ එහෙම කලෙක්ෂන් එකකුත් අපි කරනවා.
Our emotions play a bigger role when it comes to designing jewelry. For an instance, the pieces of jewelry we design when we are sad are different to the ones we design when we are happy.
ජුවලරි තියෙන හින්දා
But for customers, each piece of this jewelry is unique and different. The skills and tools of the designers and master craftsmen are so often passed down from one generation to the next. It is their patience, it is their attitude, and it is the genius at their fingertips that deliver noble, original, and astonishingly beautiful jewelry with exquisite artistry.